Happy New Year. Welcome to this program. Hi, I'm TJ Walker, and this is your habit influencer. Now, I'm not the person who can influence everyone's habits. I'm here to help you influence your own habits. That's what this show's about. Now, this is an experiment. Don't know if it'll work, but you know what? You cannot succeed at anything unless you are prepared to potentially fail. This is going to be a daily show, Monday through Friday, every single week of the year, unless I'm traveling or off giving a speech somewhere. I'm going to be with you every day, 1 to 3 p.m. Okay. So part of what I like to do with every show, for that matter, every video I do, is just, or a course, hop right in with a quick win. I want to share something with you that I think has made a meaningful impact on my life. It's a Christmas present I got for myself. It's a little piece of plastic. And what this does is it allows me to microwave eggs. Now, if you've ever tried to microwave an egg, it's ugly and there can be explosions. You put the eggs in here, close it, there's a little pop, and you can microwave it. Now, I'm not selling this. I'm not an affiliate. I'm not getting any money from this, but I point it out because many of us after the holidays are looking for ways of losing some weight. And I never really thought about it before, but eggs are extremely low in calorie. One egg is 78 calories. So what I've been doing for the last week is I get 3 eggs, put it in here, stir it up, and about 4 or 5 spoonfuls of salsa. Boom. 2 minutes later, I have a fantastic and delicious vegetable omelet. Now it's tasty, it's quite filling, it's 3 eggs, but it's only about 300 calories. Now you compare that to a bagel with cream cheese, it's going to be 2-3 times as much. You compare that to even something healthy like oatmeal. By the time I get through with oatmeal, putting in lots of cream and other nuts and all sorts of dried fruit, a bowl of oatmeal that the way I eat could be 1,000 calories. So this is only 300 calories. Now, I just got this on Amazon. Again, I'm not promoting any particular brand, but I do try to look out for you to figure out what is the simplest way of making a habit come alive. And for many of us, we're looking to eat fewer calories, reduce our weight, be healthier. This is one of these tools where I think is not just a gimmick. Now, you can ask me in 6 months, or perhaps I'll report back to you. I may tell you I'm just so sick of it. But to have a really warm, tasty, incredibly filling breakfast for 300 calories and not have any processed food in it, I think is a huge win. I know it is for me. It also reduces my desire to snack, have that mid-morning snack at 10:30, 11. I eat that at 6 a.m. and I am full. I want to welcome you, those of you joining us on Twitter, on Facebook, on LinkedIn. I guess we're not quite on LinkedIn yet. On YouTube. We're on more than a dozen platforms. Welcome. This is the first official TJ Walker show, Habit Influencer show, coming to you. This is going to be a regular right here in 2020, a daily conversation, Monday through Friday, any day where I'm not traveling or off giving a speech. It's going to be right here on these platforms. Now, I am going to come prepared to give you some specific ideas, some content, some helpful information, but I'm also going to spend a lot of time simply answering your questions. We're going to have a conversation. So at any point you have a question, post it. There may be times when I do like a 5-minute riff on something, which I'll do in a moment, and I will come back to you. We have the luxury of time here. We'll be here for at least 2 hours. Therefore, we don't have to rush. It doesn't have to be 15 seconds, as much as I love my friends on TikTok, where we are limited to 15 seconds, and 1 minute on Instagram. We have the luxury of time. So if you ask me a specific question about how to build a more positive habit in your life, or how to get rid of a negative one, or a communications challenge, I've got the time to go deep in this, and I do want to spend some time. And also, the rest of you can chime in with your own advice, your own perspectives. Feel free to give comments anywhere on any social platform you're looking at this on. We are on a number of platforms today. And I do see that Sandy has joined us on Instagram. Thanks for joining us. And I also see that Daniel has joined us on TikTok. And my colleague Marceau, our producer, is with me today. Do we have our page set up so that we can see the people on Facebook and YouTube? Because I don't see it on my screen, Marceau.
Well, I'm looking at it on mine. I just got to set it up, but there's nothing here yet.
Okay.
No questions yet.
Okay, great. And thank you for those of you who are watching on YouTube and Facebook and any other platforms. So it's that time of year. It's January 6th. How do you make your New Year's resolutions stick? You may have been very sincere, very earnest, very excited December 31st. You may have told your friends, family, people at a New Year's Eve party, this year I'm serious. This year I'm going to do whatever it is. And then if you're like a lot of people, by perhaps even January 6th, the resolutions have already been broken. Maybe you're more disciplined than that. Maybe you make it to January 15th. Maybe you're in the top 5% and you make it to February 1st. But then they fall by the wayside. I want to spend a little time with you today figuring out how can we make our New Year's resolutions actually stick? How can we make them become more meaningful? The first thing I want you to do with any New Year's resolution is to actually write it down. I don't know about you, but if I'm thinking of a resolution at a party with a glass of champagne or two, it can be instantly forgotten. I want you to write it down. Just pull out your cell phone is really the best place because that's the companion you have going through life. Write your resolutions down. Be as specific as possible. And when you're starting, it's perfectly fine to have a big goal or aspiration. I want to be healthy this year. I want to lose a lot of weight this year. That's perfectly fine as a resolution. Unfortunately, that's where most people stop. It's a vague, general, fuzzy resolution, and that's not meaningful. That's just the first step. But if you only go to the first step, you're not going to make any progress. And you'll be right back in the same place next December 31st, looking at 2021. The next thing you need to do is to break down your goals and aspirations into as specific goals as possible. So being more healthy in general is fine. Exercising every single day is much more specific. Being a healthier eater in general is fine. Eliminating soft drinks from your diet is much more specific. So that's step 2 in this process. I need you to literally write down the specific goals and actions that you want to do. The next thing I need you to do, we got to drill deeper and deeper if these resolutions are going to become meaningful. I need you to write down the easiest actions you can take on a daily basis. So for example, if your goal is to lose weight, one specific action you might choose to take is to drink a large glass of water first thing in the morning before you drink coffee, certainly if you have coffee with cream or sugar in it. It's not that water is the perfect magic elixir. There's a lot of hype about water. But if you have a giant glass of water, there is kind of a displacement issue going on. You're much less likely to have 2 or 3 large cups of coffee with cream and sugar if you already have had a giant glass of water. So that could be one highly specific, easy tip. That's about all for now. If you like me and any of the content you've heard and seen today, go ahead and follow me on any of these platforms down below. I'll see you soon.